Oh yeah, get moving! Good morning! It happens to be Tuesday today if you're watching this video when I sent it. And I'm learning there's so much to say. There's so much to talk about between you and me. And I just have to realize that hopefully we've got so much time together as well. Well, I'm getting moving this morning because that's a part of my morning routine. And I asked you what your morning routine was, and I want to give a special shout out. I'm grateful for Josiah, Marcus, and Everett. They emailed me today and talked a little bit about their morning routine. I thought that was so great, and I'm feeling really positive that I've been able to talk to some 8th graders before the school years began. My morning routine is kind of normal and kind of weird. This is convenient because yesterday's word was normal, and today's video word is weird. So normal stuff that I do is brush my teeth, eat a big breakfast, and I do my devotions. It's pretty normal for a lot of people. But here's some weird stuff. I eat a really big breakfast. I eat 4 pieces of gluten-free toast. Ooh, that's something gluten-free. He's eating gluten-free toast. I eat 5 or 6 eggs. I eat a sweet potato, a carton of blueberries, an avocado, and a big fruit smoothie. One of the weird things about that, besides being a lot, is I am trying to gain weight right now, which is a little weird because a lot of people we hear, we're used to people trying to lose weight. But I think I'm going to be trying to gain weight for the entire fall semester that we're together. So we'll just have to wait and see. I begin my day with 10 minutes of meditative prayer. It usually goes better in the school year because school kind of gives me that structure to remember to do the healthy stuff in the morning. And then, it's my platform right now. This is a book that I really like. It's called The Intellectual Devotional. And it talks about one topic a day. It divides it into books, or art, or music, or history, religion, science, or math. And when I was your age, I was not a huge fan of math. I was interested in science, but I didn't do too well in science. So it might not surprise you to figure out of all the subjects I could teach, why am I teaching literature and history? Well, it's because they interested me. I felt like I could speak their language, and I did pretty well in them. My teachers made me feel confident, and I really liked living in those classrooms as a young guy. But that's what I do every morning. I try to read 1 page out of that to learn a little bit about all the subjects, because I'd like to be interested in all the subjects. I told you I'd tell you a little bit about my morning routine for a classroom. Whether you're in my homeroom or Mr. Lee's homeroom, we're going to do a couple things. We're going to start off with just like a personal conversation, maybe 2 minutes. In a normal school year, just talk about maybe sports practice, see if anyone has a story about something surprising that happened to them. I'd start the day with a quote. Usually I start my class with about 5 minutes of silent writing. There's not really any pressure to write a page or anything, but hopefully we're going to write, a sentence or more. And then as we gain some confidence, we'll be sharing our thoughts out loud. Other morning routine, before I start my lesson, I usually ask people if they need anything, and usually people say I need a book because there's not one at my desk, or I need some water, or maybe you missed class the day before, so I need to know what we've been learning about. So we figure that out, and then I say, in case you forget all about this lesson, I want you to remember one thing. And I try to boil it down to one simple sentence to remember about this lesson. And we just build on that day after day until we have a year together. It's a bit of the Grell classroom morning routine. A quote, some silent writing, personal connection, what do you need, and one sentence to remember the lesson. Today's theme word is weird. If you say weird a lot, weird, kind of sounds weird. Well, here's my first lesson for you. Shakespeare did not invent the word weird, but he made it very popular. He wrote this tragedy called Macbeth. And in it, there are 3 witches who start the play that say, "Boil, boil, toil and trouble, where fair is foul and foul is fair." And weird used to mean evil, actually. Those 3 witches were known as the Weird Sisters. And, witches, before the Wizard of Oz, there was no such thing as a good witch, especially in Shakespeare's day. So they were called weird. They were wrong. They were evil. We often find things that don't seem to really fit in. We say that's weird. We probably mean that more to mean strange. Maybe it's not wrong, but maybe it makes us uncomfortable enough that we're going to call it weird and hope that it goes away or hope that it changes. Well, as you saw by my dance, that was a little weird for a teacher to do. I'm here to tell you, 8th graders, it's time to embrace our weird. We are so remarkably unique, and we're quirky. We talk to ourselves, we sing songs without even knowing that we are. We like things that other people don't like. Sometimes we even create like little voices or cartoon impressions. It's all a little weird. And it's okay. It's okay to be a little weird. So, hope you accept my dance. I know I did. And I wanted to tell you just about 3 weird things that you're going to have to get used to in the classroom. I'll be done in 2 minutes here. So I went to school all day today, and boy, it was hard to pay attention from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Had our principals and our superintendents talking, and I really wanted to challenge myself to have a great attention span. I hadn't really had that like forced listening for 6 months, just like you. I got distracted. I'd say out of 8 hours, I probably got distracted for like an hour and a half. So I can't wait to figure out how your attention span is next week. One weird thing that's becoming normal is wearing a mask. And we're going to be wearing a mask all the time that we're by each other, except for lunch to eat and drink. And then we'll see how that works on the playground for recess as well. But this is not the mask I will wear, but this is an N95 mask. It's very safe. And you probably don't want to wear a mask. Truthfully, I wish I didn't have to either. But I will. I want to be safe. And I want to make sure that I keep you safe as well. So, no matter what you think, we're not going to shame each other with the mask if someone's not wearing it for a second, or if someone's wearing it too often. There's no need to have shame at the moment. It's just a good idea to wear the mask. It's a great idea to bring a water bottle. Might as well start at the first day of school. We do have water fountains. We're not going to use them a lot. It's kind of weird. Why wouldn't you use something that's there? You can use the water fountain to fill up a water bottle. But there's not going to be a lot of time or possibility just to go to the water fountain willy-nilly, because it's going to be serious. We shouldn't be gathering together in little clumps. So I'd say you're going to get thirsty. You've been told in 6th and 7th grade to bring a water bottle. That would be a great time to bring it. And then finally, you'll need to be aware of how close you are to people. Some of you are kind of thankful for this time. where it's discouraged to touch people, high five, or hug. Some of you are feeling kind of a little withdrawal because you kind of feel loved that way. Unfortunately, now is not the time for handshakes, hugs, or chasing each other down the hallway. This is usually the stuff of middle school existence, but we're going to have to rise above our station this year, especially at the start of school. That's all I have for you. A thought about wearing your mask, bringing a water bottle, and be mindful of how close you stand next to another person. Let's end this in a weird way. I have a first name, Mr. Oh, well, my first name is Ian. I'm going to expect you to call me Mr. Grell. It took me a while to appreciate my name. It's very unique. I thought it was weird to be named what I was. So my question to you is, do you like your name? And just like Josiah, Marcus, and Everett emailed me, let's go double. I got 3 people yesterday. I'm hoping for 6 after you watch this video. Tell me if you like your name. Give me 2 sentences. Don't just say yes or no. Say what you like about it. Maybe it means something. Maybe you're named after a grandparent. Maybe you're named after a character in the Bible. Who knows? Do you like your name? I like my name. And I'm going to tell you why next video. See you later.